Is it working? Yes, we are on. Hi there, guys. Sorry about the fact that I'm actually holding my phone today. I just had such a difficulty persuading it back all into place again last week, so I might need a different stand. We'll see about that. So welcome to Something Saturday anyway. Thank you for joining me again. So I thought today I would actually show you how to create a waterfall card. I haven't made one in ages, and I will admit that I haven't made one for you to show you what it's like. So we'll just go ahead and make it as we go along. I have a wedding coming up on Saturday, so obviously I don't record this on Saturday because I can't do a Facebook Live where I live. So the people who are getting married are not going to see this before they get married anyway, so thank goodness. But yeah, I just thought you guys might be interested to see how I do a really quick and easy waterfall card. So I'm just going to see whether I can, actually I'll just turn the video off and start it again for the next one. Alrighty, so a waterfall card, I've got one that I've sort of mocked up. So it sort of looks like that, so that it sort of just comes down like that. It might not be called a waterfall card, it might be called a cascade card. Now that I come to think about it, I don't think it's called a waterfall card, but we'll just call it that for the sake of calling it something. All right, so I'm just going to start off with a piece of white cardstock because I figure white is good for a wedding, let's face it. And I'm going to give it, so you're going to take your piece of A4 cardstock and you want to decide this part here, how thick you want that, whether you want it thinner, whether you want it thicker, and that is the measurement that you want on here. So the one that I just did was 2 inches. So I actually thought it was a bit thick, so I'm going to go 1.5 inches there. And the same thing on this side, 1.5 inches here. I can feel a sneeze coming on. Oh dear, I hope I don't. Okay. So the other thing you want to do is it's going to be folded into 3 pieces. So I happen to know that this, a third of this is 9.9 millimeters, centimeters even. My goodness, you don't want 9.9 millimeters. You'll be going, Heather, it doesn't work. So hopefully you can see this all right. I'm measuring it to 9.9 and I've got my scorer, not my cutter. Let's get rid of the cutter because that would be kind of disastrous to cut it at this stage. And we're just going to swap it round and score it at 9.9. That way I don't have to go, what's 2 lots of 9.9 and measure it out. Anything to make life simple. All right, so I've got my little mark here and I've got my little mark here. And what I'm going to do is take it there and take it there. Oh, maybe a little bit further along. And then, oh, it's, actually, yeah, potentially the 2.2 inch one was a lot easier to cut than that. However, I have a pair of scissors, so, you know, all is not lost. There we go, there's that side, and I have scissors and glasses. How's that? There we go. So I don't actually want those little marks there, and I seriously thought I had okay. I will rub them off afterwards because apparently my rubber has gone for a wander. So one will get folded like that, and the other one will get folded in the opposite direction. So it goes like that. So when you have them together, you're going to have 2 that look like that. And apparently, you know what? I'm actually going to fold it the other way so that I don't have that little piece showing on the outside because I'm not too happy with that. Where is my scorer? There it is. So just score down the edges nicely. And if you've got, so I tend to find when I use my cutter that it just brings the edge up on one side. So just use your bone scorer just to see how it sort of like pushes it one direction. So I'm just going to use my bone scorer just to push that back down again. And we'll give that a bit of a squidge down in that direction. Excellent. So what we now want is we want the middle of each of these little pieces. So the middle of this, and the middle of that, and the middle of that. Good. Glad you got my drift. All right. So as it's close enough to 10, I'm going to go with the middle being 5. So I'm just going to give myself a little mark at the bottom of that one. Open it up. Give myself a little mark at the bottom of this one, open it up, and give myself a little mark at the bottom of that one. So then we want to know how big that is. So that's approximately 6 centimeters. I'm really, you know, not that fantastic at measuring things really accurately, in case you hadn't noticed. So you kind of want to make sure that your ruler is actually straight to the edge. So, and plus the fact I'm not very good at my at making sure that I know exactly. So we're going to call that 10 centimeters and call that about 5. So there we go. And this one here, oh no, I want to measure up to the top. That's close enough to 15. What's half of 15? About 7.5. So there's 7.5 there. Right. Then I'm going to bring in my mat and my little pokey tool. I'm just going to take it out of this and just use the tool as it is. Why? Because I can. Because I'm like that, slightly random. All right, but I do want to, oh, that's interesting. They don't actually measure up. Yeah, there you go. So I'm putting them together like this and making sure that the bottom is level. And then I'm just going to poke a hole that goes through both of them where my mark is. And clearly I didn't do my mark on that side, so I'm just going to have to turn it over in a minute to get my mark on the other one. So let's just turn them round, swap them over. And like that. Hopefully that's, yep, that's right. That's right, excellent. And let's put my mark on there. Okie dokes. So then I've got a little puncture mark halfway up each piece. And you're probably going, what the heck, Heather? What are you doing? All right, so I now want to have a line that goes up or down. So this one, I'm going to do a line that goes down. This one, I'm going to do a line that goes up. And this one can go down. Hopefully you can see this all right. As I say, just make sure that it's approximately level, each one, because it'll all become clear why soon enough. So I can't actually see that, so I'm hoping to there. Oh, let's move it along a wee bit. Okay, so I went down, I want to go up with this one, and I want to go down with this one, and I want to go up with this one. There we go. Ooh, let's hope this works, shall we? Otherwise I could be scrapping this video and trying again with something different. All right, so you can either use scissors or you can cut it with your cutter, which would give me a way more accurate straight line. Let's just do that, shall we? Oh, Oh, plus the fact it'll actually be, yeah, it'll be completely straight that way. Excellent. Right. So let's just pop that to there. Oh, good out. And I want to come down on this one. Where's my line? Sorry, just having to tip it up there so that I can actually see. Kind of wish I'd done that one that way too. Oh well, famous last thoughts, as they say. Let's see, that looks about right. Oh, don't want that one, I want this one. And up there. There it is. As you cut with your cutter, you'll actually find that when you get to that point, it suddenly sort of goes a little bit loose and you go, oh yeah, I've got to it. So let's just move that up a tad more. There it is. So you kind of feel when it gets to that point. Okay, let's see whether these pieces now slide together. Oh my goodness, how awkward am I? So it should be like that, and the last one should go together like. And you just hold your tongue in the right direction. And because we went for the middle of the middle of the middle, as it were, it should then do that. Perfect. That is exactly what I want. Now to decorate it. So I'm pretty sure that you guys probably have your own heaps of decorations and things. So what I might do is I might turn the video off and show it to you in my blog post exactly how I end up decorating it. But yeah, I just thought you guys might like to see how to make one of these, whatever they might be called, cards. They might be a cascade card, they might be a waterfall card, accordion card maybe. But there you go. Yes, so have a go, make your own and show me how you go with it. See ya. Bye. So I've just finished it, and it's probably a good thing you didn't stay with me while I was making it, because it's taken me quite a while. But here is the finished product. So we got some little flowers up the back there. So the flowers I've used are from Meadow Dyes, because I know my friend is not really into really fancy stuff, so I didn't want to overdo it. And then it has a couple of little butterflies that I noticed in the dye as well, so I thought they would look rather nice if I just coloured the middle of them quite dark and then just had, you know, the colour just sort of spreading out towards the edge and not quite getting to the edge, so that it's got that little bit of white around it as well. The saying, I have to admit, is from a retired set, but I just think that's beautiful. A marriage made in heaven, a lifetime blessed by God. And then, yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to write on the back of it, and I hope that they like the card that I have made them. Oh, and I couldn't resist putting some garden gems on, so you'll notice that there's a few little garden gems around the place on this as well. So there you go. So if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to share the love, and come back next Saturday and join me. Thanks, bye.